Exactly 5:30, I should say. Hi everyone. This is Obensin Valerie. I am back again to talk to you guys about TBC. TBC, the billion coin, which is more than gold. Like our motto here in Cameroon says, it is more than gold. And indeed, it is more than gold. TBC is something that is quite amazing. Is making us here in Cameroon really excited. And that alone is making us, we cannot keep our mouth shut. You can see my whole family. This is my son. It's fun to us. It's fun to me and my family. We talk TBC. We study TBC. We are now living in TBC because it has become part and parcel of us. So right here, you can see I'm home, and it's fun to me, you know. I am feeling very relaxed. I am so excited, and it's something that is an opportunity that once it is extended to you, don't try to play that selfish. Yeah, that is why I always time to time come on air to encourage you that is still pulling back, that is still staying back, that for whatever reason you are still holding yourself back, or you are still trying to discourage yourself in one way or the other, thinking probably that the system is not real, or I just don't know what my could just be stopping you from being a Tibician, from being a Kringler. Look, my experience in the field, because I have talked to so many people, I have registered a lot of persons, and almost one and the same question keep coming, and I am quite convinced that you watching at me, you equally have some of these questions that are boiling in you. Now let me use this medium to like answer some of the questions that I've been meeting in the field. Okay, some people always ask like, oh, TBC is not cashable. TBC, you only put your money, and they say it is after 2 years. Some they say it's after 1 year, and because of that they are scared to invest their money on something that they will only cash after a year. And some, for reasons of internet and all whatnot, they have just decided to be that naive, not to, come close to get to understand what TBC offers to them, what TBC has to 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 do to this our generation that is now and the one that is to come. See, it is very simple. If your problem lies at the level where you put your money today and you only cash it in a year or in two, like they have been saying, I'll tell you it's not true, and that is not true. TBC provides a platform where you can make money every blessed day in your life. Yes, you can make money every blessed day. You have the opportunity, you have the privilege to make at least $100 a day, if only you accept the system to transform you, if only you are true to the system, if only you key to the objectives of the system, if only you get to learn more about TBC, you realize that everything TBC offers is an opportunity, it's a life-changing opportunity. First, what is the objective? To make humanity live in abundance, because now the greater part of the world is living in lack and want, is living in abject scarcity, artificial scarcity, scarcity that has been created by man for you to live inside, not even scarcity created by nature or by God. God created the world with abundance. Have you not read in Genesis where God created the garden first with everything inside before creating man? Which means the original purpose why man should come was to live in abundance. But Other men have decided to create unnecessary scarcity. You are living in scarcity. It is not the plan of God for you. It is not the plan of God for you. That is why TBC has embraced this same objective, has come to wipe this unnecessary scarcity and make you open your eyes to make you live back in abundance, to live back in the original plan of God. God has released you here on earth not to suffer. If you are suffering today, it is not the will of God for you to suffer. It is not the will of God. It is not the will of God. I repeat, and I like telling people this. Why do you think God created a garden? There were animals, there were plants, there were all kinds of trees, there were flowers, there were rivers flowing. Everything was first of all made available. Then the last thing that was created was human being. Do you think God is foolish? Of course, no. God is not foolish. God wants man to live in abundance. God wants man to live a better life. God wants man to live a life worthy of everything. But today, for man to eat in some parts of the world is a whole problem. Even in some of these parts of the world where we think there is abundance, you see, the abundance is not for everybody. Only some particular class of people live in abundance. It is not normal that you are sick, you cannot afford medications for yourself. It is not normal that you get up in the morning, you don't have food to eat. Water that God has made available for everybody in unlimited supply. Today, for you to drink water is a whole problem. Most people are dying today because of just water that God has provided in unlimited quantity. It is not normal. Look, the admin, the TBC community, the body in general has sat down, analyzed this thing, and there is need for man to live back in the plan of God. So if you ask me, I'll tell you that for you to join TBC is joining abundance. TBC now, like other coins, I always like to take Bitcoin that is now liquid, that most people are spending. It all started like this. Everything goes phase by phase, and every system has principles. Even in schools, even in your Njangi group, even anything, just think of anything that you are inside. For those of you learning trades, you realize that for you to start, there is always a beginning point. You start there. Maybe today you start cutting. Tomorrow, okay, you start trying to sew. After tomorrow, okay, you can measure people. You can do this. It goes like that. Before you know it, you are now an expert, and you have maybe your own small shop somewhere. You are qualified to start making money. It is the same thing, but you realize that within that process, even from the day you are cutting, you are only learning to put thread. There are other small possibilities for you to make at least 100, if not 200, 300, 400 francs a day. It is the same with TBC. It was that some people have just decided to be brainwashed. People just want to enter today, make all the money today, and come on, it doesn't happen like that anywhere. It doesn't happen like that anywhere. You finish the university, you are employed somewhere to work. Let's go this way. Some companies, they will take you a period of probation where you work for nothing. They want to see how swift you are. You build confidence before you can be employed. Some people, when they take you first for starch. Within this period of starch, maybe after about 3 months, you have something, they just compensate you with something. You go home with it. But after some time, when you become a full worker, you realize all the privileges, all the advantages, everything is now made available. At times, company gives houses for workers to stay. It is only when they are fully employed. This is to tell you that every system has its rules and regulations. It has its procedures. Once you are ready to accrue to the procedures, to the rules and regulations of every organization, there is no way you will not be part and parcel of that organization. There is no way you, at the end of it all, you will not enjoy the privileges that the organization offers. So it is the same thing with TBC. I don't know who told you what, or you read what, where that is making you discouraged, that is making you feel like, oh, if I invest my $100, if I pay my backup fee, maybe I am they are lying to me. See, TBC is is, I call it gold, because it is offering a golden opportunity. In fact, since I was born, I have never really found myself, in an organization, in a milieu like TBC that offers the kind of opportunity that TBC offers. When you join TBC, it is from one opportunity to another. Apart from just investing your money, I don't know how much you are willing to invest that is making you scared. Please don't be afraid. It is not a coin that crashes. TBC, there is no hope of crashing. It is ahead. We are objective people. We have our objective to have 1 billion registered members. The coin gets liquid and you have your money. Bitcoin started like this. It has a production phase, it has a distribution phase that is over, and now it is consumption phase. Those that adhere into the vision of Bitcoin are enjoying today. Those that adhere into the vision of Bitcoin, they are the ones enjoying today. Now, there are people like you who refused to register yesterday in Bitcoin, who decided to be scared, no matter how it was explained to them. They didn't see any reason to register because they thought upon registering they will lose their money if they will do this. But today they are regretting. Please, let this live broadcast be an eye-opener to you. Let this live broadcast be an eye-opener to you. Go away from that point of sleep. You are sleeping. TBC is offering an opportunity. Don't wait for TBC to go to the consumption phase and you start regretting when you had the opportunity to register, when you had the opportunity to have the millions, when you have the opportunity to get the billions in your wallet. You ignore them for fear of you lost the money, for fear of it is a scam, for fear of just whatever you feed yourself into it. Okay, I always like to tell people this. We are living in the world. We are not yet spirits. We are living in this world. Now you tell me one thing that you have ever done in this world which is not risks. You get up in the morning, you want to go to work. Of course, it's either you take a bike or you take a taxi or you use your own private car. You are driving to work. You are not God, of course. You need protection. Most people leave their house like you live. Before they get to work, they crash and they die. So it is risky even to take your personal car to go to anywhere. That is risk you are taking. I took this other example. Think even of marriage. You are a woman, you want to get married. It is risky to get married because most people, they get married maybe in those period of courtship. The man shows you his best. The moment you people are married, it is from one beating period to another, one beating, no peace in the marriage. It is risky for you to get married because the man you are getting married to is not God, and you are not too sure of the treatment he is going to give you. Likewise, the woman. Okay, you both are married, you are a woman, you will get pregnant. Have you not seen women get pregnant upon delivery, they die? So it is risky to get married. It is risky to get pregnant. It is risky just to do anything. I have seen people who put their money in banks. Before it is 2-3 years, they tell you the bank is off. It has went off. It is risky even to put your money in a bank. I mean, just think of anything. I will tell you it's risky to do that thing. But now, opportunities, wealth, everything best only comes to those who are ready to take risks. Not because somebody got pregnant, upon delivery died, that you now have decided that, oh, I will never get pregnant. I will not born my own children. Are you seeing? Not because somebody had a small capital to build a business somewhere. You watch the person actually build that business, but it didn't succeed. That you took your own decision that you will never build a business for yourself. Except you are not living in the same world that we are living. Just think of anything. There are people that have the money to sponsor themselves in schools. They have gone to school, they never succeeded, and they drop out. Not because that happened, not because you observe that happen, that you take that decision that, okay, none of your child will go to school. So every venture you want to take on earth is risky. And you must always learn to take risks if you want to gain. If you want to make profit, you must learn to take risks. Once you are not ready for risks, forget about profit. And when you are taking risks, don't only think of losses. So in your little corner where you are, stop looking only on the direction of losses. TBC is not real. TBC, they say bank will come. TBC this, and only that is overruling your mind. You are not seeing the possibility of TBC transforming your life. You are not seeing the possibility of you becoming a billionaire in the nearest future. You are not seeing how God can use you through TBC to transform your family, to transform your own community. You have deliberately refused to accrue to the vision of TBC, and all you spend your time doing is having negative vision, negativating yourself, doing things that will not help you. Hey, come on. It is never good. If you want to do something, it is good to be optimistic. Believe first that you can succeed. I can. Look at those that have succeeded and try to copy better example. Instead of spending your time admiring all the failures that have taken place on earth, and you remain in a jungle, you remain in a particular position, why don't you take that lead? Why don't you take that step? Move out. Oh, if this person can succeed, if this person can go to this length, I believe I too can. I can. This particular person does not have horns. He is not extraordinary. He's having a head like you have, eyes like you do, ears like you do. Everything. God created that person as He created you. You have those bright stars, bright future and everything, but opportunities are presenting every day. You refuse to grab them. For fear of I will fail, for fear of I will this, for fear of this ones once did and failed, this ones once went and did, this ones once you are not that person. And even if that person failed, if this person you admire in business failed, have you not seen business people across the world that are making millions every day? Have you not seen them? Hey, come on. We must not only try to copy but failure. We must not always try to put ourselves in positions of failure to negativate ourselves. Take the lead. If everybody in your community has failed, okay, you be the first person in your community to succeed. Be the first. If everybody in your community, nobody ever did well in your community, no problem. You be the first to succeed in your community. Be the first. Believe in yourself. Know that you can. For once you invested in something and you know you will succeed, and you have finally succeeded, it's going to be a plus for yourself, your family, your society. Come on, try to see yourself this way. I have come on air to encourage you. TBC is 100% true. It is a life vision that in no time, it is already transforming people's life. And it will live to transform people's life in a more bigger way. So if you join today, you subscribe to my link, you join, it is very easy. The admin has even made it in such a way that, there are lots of TBCs. There are gifts, billions of dollars that will be distributed this November, just next month. Are you going to be part of it? Just get registered. It is very simple. Subscribe to my link. Get registered. The admin is going to give you a gift of at least $2,000 that will be redeemable in the month of November. Isn't that amazing? You start with that. With just your backup fee, you are already a TBCian. With $100, or how much have you? The more coins you have, the more better place you have. But you can start with the little you have. They have not put a fixed price. They have not put a fixed amount that you must have this amount before you become a TBCian. No. The little you have, you can start with it. It's not a kind of business where we say, oh, okay, I am looking forward to start a business with 10 million. I have a 7 million. I am not seeing prospect of starting. That is not TBC for you. That's not TBC for you. How much do you have? With that little you have, come on, just get registered. And you are already a TBCian. Go away from doubt. I don't admire people who spend their time admiring failure. I don't admire people. I don't even like to flock with people who spend time confessing failure. How long will you confess failure? It is even difficult to see somebody who from day one till he has been succeeding in everything. The fact that you failed yesterday doesn't mean it is failure that awaits you everywhere. You can fail yesterday just to learn. People learn from their failures. When you fail, you learn something. You know, okay, when next I want to do this thing, these are some of the criteria I'll put in place. I move. We learn from our failures. Failure is not there to instead make us remain in failure. Failure is there to make us learn. I am sure you are learning from this live broadcast. I have not invested in TBC because I have never failed. I have never been scammed. On several occasions, I've been scammed. Talking about millions of francs CFA, I've been scammed. But not because I have lost money, not because I failed in some areas of my life that will stop me from driving forward, from pushing forward. That is a spirit of a coward. When you have that kind of a spirit, you cannot be responsible. You cannot move. You keep seeing yourself. You look at yourself and you see yourself within your environment. You don't have a vision. You don't have anything you're looking forward to. It is good to have faith. It is good to believe in yourself. Believe in this God Almighty that has decided that you should live in abundance. And this is the vision that the TBC has brought. Abundance. To make humanity to live in abundance. Poverty is not real. Poverty is artificial. It has been created by the 1% of the rich in the world. They have amassed everything and they are controlling it to their advantage. That is why you are poor. It is not God who created poverty. It is not the plan of God for you. Man, people like you has decided to amass and they are controlling it to their favor. That is why you are poor. And TBC has seen this as injustice, and they have come, they have provided this medium so that that gap between the extremely rich and you can be reduced, so that you too can live a comfortable life here on earth. You can live the real life that God has released you to come and live here on earth. Begin to see things this way. You don't need somebody to encourage, to discourage you. You don't need anybody to discourage you. You have read the blog, and I'm sure somebody has taken out time to talk to you, and come on, you just key to the objective. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be wonderful. I'm encouraging you. I am encouraging you. Join TBC, spread TBC in your community. Your community will be blessed. You too are going to be blessed. I would like briefly to talk about the cash flow. Cash flow. For the TBCians, we have been sleeping too much. We are on the bridge and we are crossing. The journey began in 2016, March 21st, and we are crossing the bridge. This is distribution phase. We have objective of getting 1 billion registered members to go liquid. But now, when you look at it critically, you know, there has been a lot of sleep in the system. Brother, sister, wake up. Brother, sister, wake up. There is a target we've got to hit in less than 2 years. And as you key yourself into the cash flow system, it goes like that. I am even encouraged with the new development whereby, you know, the admin has said if you get 2 people registered, you know, with their back office, you have 10,000 kringle. Oh, isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? This is awesome. Is quite unthinkable. This is another way, you know, not just to encourage the system, to encourage you as a TBCian. Every little effort you make is being compensated upon. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that amazing? It's something that, oh, we need to wake up. We need to work. We really need to put our head together to see how we can move forward, so that the objective of TBC, it is not something that we leave the work for the admin. It's not something that we leave the work for the voice of TBC, Randy Marks. It's not something that we leave the work for some particular leaders. It is something, it is joint effort. You are there, I am here, you in Burkina Faso, you in Nigeria, you in the United States, all together as we read the block every day, as we accrue to the objective of TBC, as we fight as one person. That is how we make our coin more valuable. That is how we increase the value of our coin on daily basis, hourly, every minute, and that is how we end up going liquid. We are looking forward for this, and it is something that will be attained in less than no time. Sure, I know you are making money, but don't be too contented with this one now. There is more money that is coming that we all have to work. We have to work as a team to see that we get the real money. I know you are making money for yourself. I know you are making $100. Some people are making up to $5,000 a day. It is good. That is TBC for you. These are all the opportunities that TBC offer, and we are so excited about it. But then our objective should not be forgotten. We should know that we are heading somewhere, and until we get there, we should not relent our effort. Until we get there, we should not stop talking. There are people that are denying TBC not because they really intend to do so. They are denying because of ignorance. Now it is our responsibility to do ourselves to clear them from this ignorance. You realize most of them, when they will join, they will get excited. Before I joined, somebody spoke to me. I first of all refused. That was ignorant, and that is the ignorance I'm talking about. Then when another person took out time to really, put me down and explain to me the wear and tear of TBC, I was like, wow, I didn't know it was like this. And today I'm on air to encourage you. Whether you are a TBCian, whether you are a non-TBCian, there is need for us to put our heads together and make the world a better place for humanity. Let's embrace abundance for humanity. Let's accept this vision. It is the will of God for man to live in abundance. It is the will of God for man to live in abundance. It is the will of God for man not to suffer. It is the will of God for man to live a blessed life. You cannot live a life where daily you lack water to drink and you say you are blessed. That's not true. That is not the life that God built for you. You cannot live a life of 001. You say you are blessed. That's not true. You are not blessed. You get up in the morning, you don't have food. In the evening, in the afternoon, you don't have food. At times, you scarcely just you just scarcely at times have food in the evening, and you say you are blessed. That is not the plan of God for you. TBC has come up with this initiative to address some of these issues of unnecessary scarcity, of artificial scarcity that has been created by man, by fellow man, subjecting man to slavery, making man to live in lack and want, making man to suffer in a world that is created by God himself. TBC has come to address all these things. Will you be part? Will you be part of these glaring opportunities? Will you be part of these abundant communities? TBC is looking forward to create a community of abundance. Will you be part of that community? Or will you continue to regret like most people who heard of Bitcoin? They deliberately refuse to register and today they are regretting. Do you still want to take that same position where tomorrow you see yourself, others are living well, and you keep regretting that, but they told me this thing because of doubt. I thought I would fail. I refuse to subscribe. I refuse to join. Look at me today. Do you want to always take that position to admire other people? One thing is very clear. TBCians are not selfish. That is why we are doing everything, going on air to talk to as many people, talk to you that is doubting. we want to extend the opportunity to everybody. If the whole world can be rich and live well, that is the will of God. God does not want his people that he took time to create to suffer. There is some people are living in abundance, some people are suffering. That is not, it is not in the book of God. God does not want it to be like that. That is why we are coming on air with the fear of God to talk to as many people. I don't know where you are watching. Are you in Burkina Faso? Are you in Senegal? Are you in Equatorial Guinea? Are you in Nigeria? Are you in the United States? Are you in Bangladesh? Are you in India? Everywhere you are my brother. Without any discrimination, God created me and you to live well, to live in abundance, so that we can serve him in peace. So I am equally extending this opportunity to you because somebody took out time to extend the opportunity to me. Join TBC, I can assure you, it's a life-changing vision. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you very much. We'll talk again some other time.